Here it is, Friday again, and I'm at the grill. Got my beef ribs going on a low flame. Got my tapa quadrille, my pork ribs. And I don't know if you can hear behind me, but there's a storm coming. Strong wind, and the raindrops are already starting to fall on my head. So I was thinking about the implications of this storm coming, right? And on the big picture, relating that to things I've seen over the last few months. Now, when we were on vacation, we were down in the colonies, down near Encarnacion, Hohenau, and we went to a hunting and fishing club. I made the video for it. I haven't put it up yet. I have a real job here, so the YouTube thing is a secondary deal, but I will be putting it up. And I went to the restaurant at the hunting and fishing club, and I ordered a cold beer. I was looking out at the river, and my wife and son came and joined me. And I was just talking with my son. My wife was listening to the people at the next table over, and they happened to be from Argentina, and they were talking about moving to Paraguay from Argentina. Well, that's no big surprise. I mean, there's a lot of people. There's, the immigration office has tons of Argentinians they're looking for their documents to get not citizenship, but permanent residency here. But the interesting part was that my wife heard that at that area, very close to the area where we were, there's a ferry which crosses the river. And they were talking about how they were going to bring their gold and their jewels across the ferry into Paraguay, without anybody knowing. Because basically at that point, apparently, there's no control. We didn't go across there. I can't verify that. But according to what they were talking about, there's very little control. Okay. Now, when my wife told me this, afterwards, we were in the car headed back to the hotel, and she told me what they were talking about. The thing is, too, is that there's a difference between Argentine Spanish and Paraguayan Spanish. When the Argentinians speak, they have this sha, sha, sha noise when they talk. It's like sha, 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 sha. It's a different rhythm. And if you're not a native speaker, it's a little bit difficult to understand exactly what they're talking about and everything. And this is my fourth language that I'm studying, that I'm dealing with. So I tune it out. So I'm used to Paraguayan Spanish, so I hear this other accent, and it's like, I'm like, maybe if I'm paying attention, I'm getting maybe 60% of it or whatever. But if I hear it just spoken, and I'm not involved, I'm tuning it out. So anyway, she understood what they were talking about. But the thing is, in the last 6 months, we have had 2 clients that have, talked about bringing gold and jewelry to Paraguay from Europe, and, trying to, take it with them, and how they could do it, and what the implications were. Well, the issue is that it's not so straightforward, because if you come and you get caught at the airport, they can literally confiscate it, right? And if you bring it in, there's a tax you're going to have to pay on it. So in both cases, we advised the people of this, and they, secured their assets with family members back in their home country. And I'm sure that, once they get more established, they'll take the risk on their own. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe they'll convert it into cash and convert back to gold here. I don't know. But the interesting thing to me is that, here comes the rain. The interesting thing to me is that, the people that are coming here now, more and more are starting to show this aspect of preparing for a calamity, an economic or maybe other type of crisis. And it's interesting because prior to this, we really never met anybody who was into that type of aspect of things. People just coming here looking for a better life, looking for retirement, whatever. But this whole prepper type aspect of it, or people that are looking to, prepare for a hard road to come, that's kind of new. So I got to wrap this up. The rain is really starting to come down now. I'm gonna go up here and take a look. You can't see it, but it's starting to come down. So finish up my asado and then get back into the house. So have a good weekend.